Denny Hamlin just went off on NASCAR, and honestly, it is hard to disagree with him. The All-Star race format for 2026 has him fired up. His driver Tyler Reddick is making history, and cool suits are failing in dangerous Texas heat. There is a lot to get into. So, NASCAR announced the new format for this year's All-Star race, and Hamlin did not hold back. The race is set for Dover Motor Speedway on May 17th, and the format has 3 segments. Here is where it gets weird. All 36 cars will race in the first 2 segments. Then the final segment narrows to 26 drivers, including Cup winners from 2025 and 2026 past champions, a fan vote pick, and drivers with the best combined finishes from the first 2 segments. Now, Hamlin heard all that and went straight to his Actions Detrimental podcast. His biggest issue is simple. If every single car starts the race, how is it an all-star event? He said that final segment would just feel like a regular points race. But the real problem for Hamlin is not the format. It is the track. He said, "The problem is the venue. I am, of course, very against Dover losing a points race, but then you ended up having this racetrack because we were so gung-ho on giving them what they want." He added, "Nobody would pick Dover for an all-star race." And he has a point. Dover is a 1-mile track. Cut the field to 17 or 18 cars, and there would not be enough action. The track needs longer green flag runs, and shorter segments do not give it time to develop. Hamlin said the venue backed NASCAR into a corner, and no format was going to fix that. He went even harder, saying, "We gotta make things harder, not easier. Why in the hell are 36 cars going to start the All-Star race?" And when the format was first announced, most drivers kept quiet, not Hamlin. He posted on social media, "Drivers who fail to qualify will also be presented participation medals on the front stretch after the conclusion of Stage 2. That told you everything about where he stands." He wants NASCAR to move the race to a real all-star track next year. Now, while Hamlin is calling out NASCAR on one side, his own team is absolutely dominating. Tyler Reddick, driving the number 45 car for 23XI Racing, just did something no driver in Cup Series history has ever done. He won the first 3 races of the season, 3 for 3. It started at the Daytona 500, where Reddick survived a wild final lap. Then he went to Echo Park Speedway near Atlanta and won without a right front fender. And last Sunday at Circuit of the Americas, he held off Shane Van Gisbergen and won by nearly 4 seconds. What makes this even more impressive is the variety. Daytona is a super speedway. Atlanta races like one, and COTA is a road course. 3 different types of tracks, 3 wins. At COTA, Reddick started on the pole but dropped to 18th by the end of Stage 1. He fought back into the top 5 by Stage 2 and led 58 of the 95 laps. Van Gisbergen got close in the final stretch, riding his bumper for several laps, but Reddick pulled away when it mattered. The final gap was 3.944 seconds. After the race, Reddick said, "It means the world. We get going at the end there, and I'm leading, and there's SVG, the guy I've been trying to beat for a while now. Just to be able to outlast him there and hold on for the win is just incredible." He also reflected on how special this run has been, saying he had never even won back-to-back races before, let alone 3 straight. After a tough 2025 where he went winless and dealt with his younger son Rookie battling serious health problems, this start means everything. So what does Hamlin think about his driver? He said the quiet part out loud. When asked what impresses him most, Hamlin said, "He's complete. The one area that we continue to work on with him is the short tracks. I think that's where he can still improve a little bit, but we're working pretty hard on improving him at those types of tracks. But he's complete and certainly more complete than I am at this stage." That is the co-owner and a 19-year veteran saying his own driver is better than him right now. Hamlin praised Reddick's discipline too, noting that when he was under attack during restarts at COTA, he just stayed absolutely disciplined and didn't make any mistakes. So that's what champions are made of, and he's well on his way. Hamlin did not stop there. On his podcast, he made a bold prediction, saying, "I don't see a world where they finish outside the top 3 in the regular season. The contenders, in which you think would challenge them, are buried." He joked, "If you wanted to bet the other way, I'd give you plus 150 on it." The numbers back him up. Reddick leads the standings by 70 points over teammate Bubba Wallace. Chase Elliott is 72 back. Ryan Blaney is 86 back. William Byron is 110 back. Kyle Larson is 113 back. Hamlin himself is 126 points behind. That is a massive gap after just 3 races. Now, a big reason this team is flying so high comes down to Hamlin and Michael Jordan's partnership. After Reddick's 3rd win, Jordan was on pit road celebrating with the crew, giving out high fives and hugs. He compared it to his NBA days, calling it another three-peat, this time on asphalt instead of hardwood. Jordan gave Hamlin all the credit, saying, "I think a lot of credit goes to him because I think he's the mastermind behind finding Tyler and putting together Billy Scott. Look, I just put up the money. I'm just a competitor, but I think Denny has done an unbelievable job in terms of helping build this team." Hamlin returned the praise, calling it a perfect partnership and saying, "This doesn't work out if he doesn't give me a lot of autonomy." He shared that he had issues with other potential partners before Jordan because they would not give him the control he wanted. He said, "I wanted to make sure if it failed, it was because of something I did. And remember, this team started from nothing," Hamlin said. "We had 0. We didn't buy a team, didn't do anything, just built it. Just last winter, the team was fighting NASCAR in court over an antitrust lawsuit. That settled in December, giving them permanent charters and securing the team's future. Now they are winning everything in sight." Even Kevin Harvick, the 2014 Cup champion, called the Jordan-Hamlin pairing obviously dangerous, saying Jordan's money combined with Hamlin's NASCAR knowledge makes them a serious force. There is one more thing Hamlin spoke about, and it is actually scary. At COTA, multiple drivers had their cool suits fail in the extreme Texas heat. Track temperatures hit 109 degrees at the start. AJ Allmendinger had to be placed flat on the ground as medical crews helped him after the race. Alex Bowman got so sick, he left his car after 70 laps. Hamlin explained the problem on his podcast. He said, "When cars slow down during cautions, airflow stops and heat gets trapped inside." He compared it to a fan blowing on an ice cube. When you are driving fast, the air flows. But when you slow down for a caution, you shut the fan off. Then you don't have that cube pushing air onto you anymore. That is when the cool suits overheat and stop working. Hamlin does not wear a cool suit himself. He said his body has gotten used to the heat after all these years. But he admitted there is no easy fix because NASCAR is very strict about how teams direct airflow inside cars. Meanwhile, Reddick heads to Phoenix Raceway this Sunday looking for win number 4. And Michael Jordan already said he plans to be at Phoenix to watch.